In this video, I would like to show you how I made these 6 bracelets inspired by Ariel's sisters Indira, Perla, Caspia, Tamika, Mala, and Karina from Disney's Little Mermaid 2023. If this is your first time here, welcome to the channel. If it's not, welcome back. These bracelets are for 18-inch doll size, so for example, American Girl, My Life As, and Our Generation. For these bracelets, we are going to need elastic string. I like to use string that has a size of 0.5 millimeter and 0.019 inch. We will need beads, and we will also need scissors to trim the string and later to trim off any excess string. And be careful with your scissors because scissors are sharp. I would like to show you how I tie off the bracelets. So I start with this side and I take that over and under and pull that together, and then I take this side again, do the same exact thing and tie a knot. And then what we want is to pull it really tight. It's going to feel like you're pulling it too tight and it's gonna break, and it certainly could, but it really should probably only break if the string is either brittle or dry. And what this is going to do is make it so that the bracelet won't pull apart when you put it on your doll. For our first bracelet, we are going to need 9 yellow beads, 18 orange beads, 6 red, and 27 gold. And that is going to add up to 60 beads in total. So for our pattern, we're going to start with 3 orange, and then we're going to string on 3 yellow, oops, there we go, so 3 yellow, and then 3 orange again, and then we're going to string on 3 gold, 1 red, 3 gold, 1, 2, 3, and another red, 1 red, and 3 gold, and then we would repeat that pattern until all 60 beads are strung on. After you've tied off your bracelet string and trimmed off the excess, you will have completed the bracelet inspired by Indira. For our next bracelet, we are going to need 12 blue beads, 3 longer blue beads, 36 red, and 6 clear, and that is going to add up to 57 beads total. And to start out with our pattern, we are going to need 4 blue beads, 4 little blue beads, and then 1 longer blue bead, and then we're going to string on 4 red, 1 clear, 4 red again, oops, and then another clear, and then 4 red, And then we would keep going on with that pattern until all 57 beads are strung on. After you've tied off your bracelet string and trimmed off the excess, you will have completed the bracelet inspired by Perla. For our next bracelet, we are going to need 18 light pink beads, 3 maroon, 15 blue, 3 red, 3 dark blue, and 12 clear, and that is going to add up to 54 beads total. So for our pattern, we're going to string on 6 light pink beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, whoops, 5, 6, and then we're going to string on 4 blue, and then 1 clear, 1 blue, which is going to be the same blue as the blue that we just put on 4 of right before the clear. So 1 blue, and then clear, 1 maroon, 1 clear, 1 red, 1 clear, and then dark blue. And then we would just keep going on with that pattern until all 54 beads are strung on. After you've tied off your bracelet string and trimmed off the excess, you will have completed the bracelet inspired by Caspia. For our next bracelet, we are going to need 35 dark blue beads, 5 orange, 5 yellow, 5 green, and 5 red, and that is going to add up to a total of 55 beads. So for our pattern, we're going to start out with 4 dark blue beads, and then we're going to string on 1 red, 1 blue, 1 green, 1 blue, 1 yellow, 1 blue, and 1 orange. And then we would repeat that pattern until all 55 beads are strung on. And I do want to show you something, how I'm holding this. I'm holding one side with this hand, and then I'm stringing on the beads with this hand, but I'm holding it with this hand so that when you string your beads on, it doesn't fall out the other side. I almost forgot to bring that up. After you've tied off your bracelet string and trimmed off the excess, you will have completed the bracelet inspired by Tamika. For our next bracelet, we are going to need 36 gold beads, 9 pink, 12 clear, and 12 magenta, and that is going to add up to 69 beads in total. So for this pattern, we're going to string on 2 clear, and then 4 gold, and then 2 clear, and then magenta, gold, magenta, gold again, magenta, gold, and 1 more magenta, and then we're going to string on 5 gold, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to string on 3 pink, and we would keep going with that pattern until all 69 beads are strung on. After you've tied off your bracelet string and trimmed off the excess, you will have completed the bracelet inspired by Mala. For our next bracelet, we are going to need 12 light blue beads, 6 long dark blue, 12 pink, and 24 lavender, and this is going to add up to a total of 54 beads. So for our pattern, we're going to string on 1 light blue, 1 long dark blue, 1 light blue again, oops, and then 1 pink, 4 lavender, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 pink, and then we would just keep continuing on with that pattern until all 54 beads are strung on. After you've tied off your bracelet string and trimmed off the excess, you will have completed the bracelet inspired by Karina. This has been a tutorial on how to create 6 bracelets inspired by Ariel's sisters from Disney's Little Mermaid 2023. Now that we've completed our bracelets, it's time to put them on our doll. Time for a fashion show! Here is our bracelet inspired by Indira, and I would like to show you what it looks like on our doll. So there's what that looks like. And here is our bracelet inspired by Perla. Here's our bracelet inspired by Caspia. Here's our bracelet inspired by Tamika. Here's our bracelet inspired by Mala. And here's our bracelet inspired by Karina. I would like to show you what they look like on the other hand, because I know at least for American girls their hand molds are a little bit different. So here is Indira, and we're trying this bracelet on the other hand. Here's our bracelet inspired by Perla. Here is our bracelet inspired by Caspia. Here's our bracelet inspired by Tamika. Oops. Here's our bracelet inspired by Mala. And here's our bracelet inspired by Karina. Thank you very much for watching, and happy bracelet making!